being a God to me doesn't mean operating within your ego. It actually means quite the opposite. It means operating beyond this dimension, operating at a certain level and a certain frequency that goes so high that it is a part of the one consciousness. What's up, y'all? Hope you're having a highly vibrational day. Let's just get straight into the video. So, I'm a God. Yes, I am a God. Okay. And you will respect me like, okay, let me tell you. I'm joking, obviously, but I'm kind of not. This video is me explaining why I call myself a God, why you should believe as well that you are a God. When I say I'm a God, instantly, especially religious people think, oh, you're narcissistic. Oh, you are crazy, or oh, you. There's always some type of egoism. They attach egoism to it. And the thing is that it's actually the opposite of that. Because let me preference here, okay? Dante Culpepper is not a god. But the soul that resides in Dante Culpepper is a God. See, before we even further explain everything, you have to realize that you are a soul within your body. You're a soul within your body, right? You have a spirit or soul within you. There is a difference. We're not going to go too deep into that, the differences between a soul and a spirit. We're not going to go too deep into that. But yes, there is a soul within you that is God. Dante Culpepper isn't God, okay? This ego, this flesh meat suit, no, it's not God. The ego Dante Culpepper isn't God, but the soul, spirit, being that resides in Dante is God. So a lot of Christians and a lot of Baptists and, you know what I'm saying, religious people, they feel like that's blasphemy, right? But I could show you the verse right here, and I ain't even religious, you know what I'm saying? But I could show you the verse right here where it says in the Bible that the kingdom of heaven resides within you. You see, we are all a part of one consciousness. And that's what I mean when I say I am a God. I am a God. And you are too. We are all gods. Now, another thing is that because I say I'm a God, people think, oh, you could just do whatever the fuck you want. You just think you can do whatever you want. Quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Because I am a God, because I see myself as a God, I have to raise myself to a higher standard of a God. What would a God do? What would God do? God is to me, right? It's an omnipotent, all-loving being that loves no matter what, that gives loves, that is the representation of true righteousness in its purest form. That's what I believe God is. So when I say that this same thing resonates within me, that means that if I have an egotistical moment, I have to remind myself that I do have this spirit that is my true spirit, that is truly me. This ego I created this ego to operate within this matrix. That's the truth. Truthfully, I am actually more resonated with the spirit, more resonated with the soul. So if I have an egotistical moment, I have to remind myself that I'm actually more of this spirit, more of this soul than my ego. So that's what I mean when I'm God. So it's actually, it gives you rules and it gives you regulations. It doesn't just, it's not just like, oh, I'm God. So it's like GTA. I can just rob cars and, you know what I'm saying, blow up military bases or something crazy like that. No, it's rules and regulations. So let me give you an example. If your cat, let's just say, is being really annoying, you want to do two things. You want to yell at your cat, or you can just ignore it and you can just be like, it's okay, and just be chill about it. You see, your higher self, which is God, would just be chill about it and not really care because it has a certain spiritual understanding. It has a certain understanding about itself that It is this cat, and you are just going through that experience as a perspective, and you and the cat are one being, and it doesn't really matter. Or you can go into your ego and use separation and get angry at the cat, right? It's with everything. It's with everything. So when I say I'm a God, don't take it as, oh, you just think you the shit, and you just think, like, to a certain degree, yeah, I'm a God. The same thing that created the universe. You see those stars in the sky. You see that tree over there. You see all these people. You see the same thing that created all that resonates within me. So yeah, I think I'm cold. Yeah, I think I love myself because of that. But at the same time, I have to raise myself to a higher standpoint. With great power comes great responsibility. So you can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm God. I'm God. And then you walk around and you doing some BS. You walk around, you doing some BS, but you God. How you God, but you walk around doing some BS. So when you say you God, it's not just like, oh, I'm God and I can do whatever I want. No, there's rules and regulations. That's why I don't like people think, oh, it's an ego thing. Because it's not. It's not an ego thing. It's the opposite of an ego thing. It's actually reminding you that you are not your ego. That you are actually one consciousness. That your true spirit resonates above this third dimensional plane, this matrix, this illusion that we call. That actually you resonate above this. You only created your ego to operate within the matrix. If we're going to go deep here, you created your name, you created your body, you created your parents, you picked your parents, you did all of this just so you can go through this experience. Like if you chose your own ride at Six Flags or something, oh, I want to go to this ride. You know that the ride gonna be scary. You know that the ride's gonna have its ups and downs, but you chose it anyways. Cause why? Cause it's an experience. It's an experience. At least that's what I believe. Everybody can believe whatever you want to believe, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to explain here is that I'm a God and you a God at the same time. What does that mean? That doesn't mean you can run around doing whatever you want. That means you must raise yourself to the highest standard of a God. Would a God eat bull crap? If you are resonating at a higher level that goes beyond this goddamn dimension, would you eat them cookies? Would you eat that Burger King, that McDonald's? Would you put negative substances in your physical vessel? No, you wouldn't. That's what I mean when I'm a God. That is what I mean by I am a God. Because I treat myself like one. Now, whoa, it's a big ass bug. Go away, buddy. Now do I act like God and I just act like, you know what I'm saying, I'm always in my higher self? No, I'm not always in my higher self 24/7, but I do have a certain level of understanding that my higher self is my true self. My higher self is my true self. That is who I truly am. But my point is, stop calling me egotistical. I'm really not. And here's the side point too. If you black, yeah, you realize the N word means God, right? You realize the N word comes from the word naga, which translated to the word negus, which means God. We used to call ourselves God on some casual stuff. What's up, God? How you doing, God? What's up, Goddess? How you doing, Goddess? Straight up, just on some casual stuff. That's just what we did. So if you're just so surprised that I'm calling myself God and I'm calling other people God as well, because not only am I God, you're God too. You God too. You just gotta realize your own power. But yeah, the N word means God. The nigga means God. I hope I don't get demonetized. I ain't even making money on YouTube yet. But I hope I don't get, flagged or banned or anything for saying that. But you know what I'm saying? Nigga means God. It means God. All right. So being a God to me doesn't mean operating within your ego. It actually means quite the opposite. It means operating beyond this dimension, operating at a certain level and a certain frequency that goes so high that It is a part of the one consciousness. And if you fear calling yourself God, and if you fear God, you fear yourself. You fear the inevitable. You are literally fearing yourself. You're fearing your own power, is how I look at it. If you are afraid of calling yourself God, because you feel like that is blasphemy, even though in the Bible it literally says that the heaven resides within you. The kingdom of heaven resides within you. Because truly, the kingdom of heaven resides within you, and the kingdom of hell resides within you. Those are just higher vibrations and lower vibrations. That's why heaven is in the sky, and that's why hell is underground, because it is a physical representation of something fourth dimensional. Heaven represents higher vibrations, hell represents lower vibrations. The highest vibration is God. So when I say I'm God, I am saying that I am just a highly vibrational being. That is it. My truest form is the highest vibration. That's what I'm saying. So don't be afraid to call yourself God, because even if you don't believe, and even if you think everything I just said was complete blasphemy and I'm going to hell and I'm burning forever and it's over with, at the end of the day, you are God, and I believe that you are one, because no matter what you are, no matter if you are the smallest ant on the ground or the biggest cloud in the sky, you are a part of God. You are a part of the one creator. You are a part of the one consciousness, and you need to operate like you are. You need to operate like you are a part of something, not that you are separated from this world, but that you are a part of this world, because truly you are this world. It is above, as above, so below. Whatever you see out here resides within. You created all of this. You created this matrix. You created this illusion. You just don't remember because you're in your ego, because you chose to experience this life. Sorry if this video blew some of y'all minds, but I know some of y'all resonated heavily. So I really hope you resonated heavily with the words I spoke on today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please tell me what you thought about this video. Much love to all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.